Sprint race, Maloney charges through the field to score maiden F2 victory. Zane Maloney scored his first ever victory in Formula 2 as he recovered from 8th on the grid to win the sprint race at the Bahrain International Circuit. Maloney overtook pole-sitter Crawford on lap 8 before going off into the distance with the Dam's Lucas Oil driver finishing second. Josep María Martí completed a comeback of his own for Campos Racing as he finished third after starting 11th. As it happened, Crawford made a brilliant start from pole while his fellow front-row starter Taylor Barnard of PHM AIX Racing lost out on the run down to turn 1, being passed by ART Grand Prix drivers Victor Martins and Zach O'Sullivan. It proved to be a dire first lap for Barnard as he was down to 9th just as the virtual safety car was called upon following a collision between Hitech Pulsate's Amaury Cordeel and Van Amersfoort Racing's Rafael Villagómez. As racing went back green to start lap 3, Crawford resisted Martin's attempts to take the lead, while Maloney was showing good pace as he dived down the inside of Enzo Fittipaldi at turn 11. The Rodin Motorsport driver was on a charge, using the soft tires to his advantage and getting past the hard-shot O'Sullivan for third at the start of lap 4, and then Martins for second on lap 6. It was proving a tough outing for O'Sullivan as he was then down to 8th after losing places to Fittipaldi, Isaac Hadjar, Paul Aaron, and Martí. There were more overtakes with Hadjar now making the move past Fittipaldi for 4th. Back at the front, Maloney's charge continued on lap 8 as he passed Crawford for the lead on the exit of turn 4. The Dam's driver resisted Martin's attempts to overhaul him, but their tussle was allowing Maloney to escape, the Rodin driver nearly 2 full seconds up the road. Rookie Aaron was showing strong pace for Hitech as he made his way past Fittipaldi down the main straight for 5th place. With the VAR driver struggling, Martí became the next to overtake him at the same place, while Hauger dived down the inside of O'Sullivan at turn 4 to take 8th just behind them. Fittipaldi's fortunes worsened on lap 14 as O'Sullivan turned defense to attack and took the final points-paying position. He ended the lap 11th after losing out to Invicta Racing's Gabriel Bortolito and Rodin Motorsport's Ritmo Miata. Campos were once again on the move as Martí overtook Aaron on the entry to turn 1 for 5th. Further up the road, a mistake from Martins at turn 6 allowed Hadjar to close in and on the next lap, pass his countryman, moving him up to 3rd. On lap 18 Martí made his move down the inside at turn 1 to pass Martins. The Campos pair now battled away for the final podium position as the Spanish driver cleared teammate Hadjar for 3rd. Martin's woes continued as he lost 5th place to Aaron and was soon under threat from Hauger. Lap 22 and the battle for the final points-paying positions continued with Martin slow through the first corners, and he lost out to Hauger, Bortolito, and his teammate O'Sullivan, dropping him out of the points. At the front, Maloney had extended his gap over Crawford to 5 seconds and crossed the line to take his first ever F2 victory. Martí placed 3rd ahead of teammate Hadjar, with Aaron rounding out the top 5. Bortolito came home for 6th in his maiden F2 race, while O'Sullivan took 7th for ART ahead of Hauger, who had dropped down to 8th. Key quote, Zane Maloney, Rodin Motorsport. Of course, I'm very happy to win the race. We started in P8, got a great start and the team just gave me an amazing car. So, it is all down to them, and we will go for it tomorrow. The championship standings. Maloney's victory and fastest lap gives Rodin Motorsport 11 points, and they are tied at the top of the championship standings alongside Campos. With Martí in 3rd place and Hadjar's P4 finish, the Spanish team also have 11 points going into Saturday, while Dams are 3rd with 8 points thanks to Crawford. Hitech are next and 4th, while Invicta are 5th with 3 points. Zach O'Sullivan scored ART's first 2 points of the year. They are 6th in the standings ahead of MP Motorsport, courtesy of Hauger's solitary point. Up next, the first feature race of the season kicks off at 13:30 local time. Invicta Racing rookie Gabriel Bortolito will start from pole with Campos Racing's Isaac Hadjar joining him on the front row.